Okay, so before we get started in this video, I first wanted to do something I've never done before on this channel, which is to give a shout out. So, and it's not it's not at all to another channel. It's actually these right here. So I really wanted some fall nails for November. I just didn't really want to do them myself. So on occasion, I will go to Etsy to find the handmade press-ons where, you know, people paint and do all the fancy stuff to the nails that you can get done in the salon, and then you just glue them on. Well, now this girl has absolutely, look, she doesn't know at all that I'm doing this. All she knows of me is that I'm her customer. But whenever a small business owner does this good of a job and has this excellent of customer service, they deserve a proper shout out. And so if you are looking for fall nails, I'm going to leave the link to her shop down below. This is what her shop is called. This is how the nails came. And she sends this card with step-by-step instructions for how to, you know, do your own nails. And if you're concerned about will they fit, she also offers these testing kits. So what you do is you'll get this in the mail and you just pluck one off and you can see how they are numbered. So you just try one on, see which one feels the most comfortable, and you can write that down on like the back of your card. And then whenever you go to order your nails, there's going to be a section there in her shop for customization, and you just put your nail size. But she also has instructions on how to just use a tape measure and measure it yourself. I've never been able to get it right. Mine always come out too tight. So I prefer to just order the sizing kits. But this is everything that comes included. I mean, she is on it. And I also have these. Aren't these going to be beautiful for December? She includes in here a file, an orange stick, and a buffer. I mean, this woman has really invested in her shop, not just with things like this. And you don't have to glue them, but she does offer you the glue. Here is the glue that came with my kit. And alcohol prep pads. You can clean your nails before you glue them down so you don't get the greenies, which is like a fungus that can grow. And it's got this like 30, these like little confettis in the baggie that say 30 because it's golden 30. Well, let me just tell you, if you're looking for it, now these are also reusable because as they grow out, you don't have to go and get them filled. You can soak your hands in water as they grow out, soak your hands in water and put a little pressure to kind of lift just a little bit, and the water will eventually weaken the glue and they just pop right off. And then you can take the buffer here and buff off some of the jagged or excess glue and re-glue them back on. I do it all the time. So yeah, I just, you know, she's a great little small business owner. It was a joy working with her. She is so stinking easy to talk to and will work with you on anything. For example, this portion right here of the nail was kind of a white neutral color, which really washed my hands out. I really didn't like that. So I asked her if she could use a very light pink, and I showed her a picture of what I had an example, and look at this, she nailed it. She nailed it. Nailed it. Okay, and here is just a quick close-up. They're like a really pretty like latte brown. And the nails are matte through and through, except for the little decorations on there are the only things that are glossy. And if you don't like that after a while, because sometimes matte nails can get kind of yucky after a while, you can just take some clear nail polish and put a clear coat on it and it will brighten everything up. But isn't that pretty? I got one kind of crooked. I got this nail kind of crooked. That's okay. And they are beautiful. I absolutely love the color. I thought it was so pretty for fall. Anyways, I just wanted to shout her out. I know I've never done this before. This is not sponsored. This is not a review. She has no idea I'm doing this. I'm just doing this because good small businesses deserve proper shout outs, and hopefully more business will come her way. If you guys are in the market for some gorgeous fall nails, or as you saw here, something a little more Christmassy for December. Isn't that a gorgeous? It's like a brick red. It's just an And that's how it looks on camera. In real life, this is like an oxblade. It is such a deep, rich, dark red. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's get into the Flippin' Pickin' pattern already. Thanks for your patience with me on this. And go check her out. Just check out all different prices. Just go check out what she's got. I've got 2 more sets in my cart that I'm going to buy whenever we get paid again here at the beginning of this week. Well, good morning, everyone. First, I want to start off by saying this is something that I created. It's on my It's Not Knit channel. I will leave a link below for the tutorial. These take on a wildly different look, in my opinion, a bit of a better look when they have a big messy bun. They're beanie headbands made for messy buns coming out the top, but they make up in about an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. They're great for gifts. Good morning. So yeah, I will leave a link for these. They're really, really cute, really easy to make. So there we go. I'm jumping on here right now because it's November now, and I was going to put out a bunch of videos for December that's all Christmas crochet, but then I thought that is cruel and unusual punishment, putting out Christmas patterns in December. They should go out in November. So I'm re-editing them, so whenever you watch the Christmas videos, there's going to be some parts edited out in the very beginning, because that's where I was talking about how it's the month of December, yay! It's going to be the month of November. But I had so much fun with the Flippin' Pickin' patterns. I want to do another one. I know everybody wants to do the boot. I saw a lot of people wanted to do the boot. A few people wanted me to go ahead and do the smoking cap. But the whole point of this is to work as many, if not all, patterns out of this book eventually. So we will get to that. So, because I love the element of surprise. I love the element of the book picking, the fate of the book. Let it pick. So here we go. Stop right there. I picked on this side of the book again, not closest to me. What did I pick? Is it scary? Oh, a gentleman's cotton nightcap. Okay. Rather appropriate looking too. It almost looks like a Victorian era Santa Claus stocking cap, doesn't it? That's our pattern. Oh boy. This one might take me, some of these patterns use thread, so they could take a few days to finish the one pattern. So, gentleman's cotton nightcap, comfortable nightcap for a gentleman, can be crocheted as shown in our engraving by using Struts knitting cotton number 8 and a number 12 bone crochet needle. That is the smallest size that is made in bone. They said it. Or a good-sized steel needle will do equally well. Commence with 75 chains for length from the tassel to the bottom of the cap. 75 chains. So maybe bone hooks weren't micro like steel. Like steel makes like micro hooks. So maybe the smallest in the bone is like a 2.75 millimeter. Because if they're saying 75 chains goes from the tassel all the way to the bottom, that's pretty good length. So I'm thinking we're probably not working with a very tiny hook. I do have a conversion chart for bone. Sometimes it's hit or miss, so let's see. So I Googled the material called for, which was Struts knitting cotton number 8. Here's a picture of what I found. Now, to me, that looks like 8/4 cotton. Okay, let me back away. I know my nails are a mess right now. To me, that looks like 8/4 cotton. 8/4 cotton recommends between a 2.5 and a 3.5 hook. So here I have the happy mediums, a 2.75 and a 3 millimeter hook. Let's see how both of them look. Bear in mind, this is supposed to be a sleeping cap. I don't think it's supposed to be very, very stiff. So I'm going to start with the 3 millimeter. And then, of course, we'll see how long 75 chains is it? If it's not long enough, we may have to bump up to a 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there is 10 chains with the 3 millimeter. Now the 2.75, same tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a lot stiffer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same tension on both, but you can really see the difference. This one here is a lot stiffer. This is a lot stiffer. This is a lot more relaxed. You can see that just the way it's reacting. And this is stiff. So I guess it would depend on what you prefer. Let me move you down this way a little bit. I think I'm going to make 75 chains with the 3 millimeter and see how that looks. If it's too unbelievably long, then I will go down to the 2.75 or even a 2.5 or 2.25. I don't think I have a 2.5. So that's what I'm going to start off with. So I will be right back. I'm going to work 75 chains, and bear in mind, this cap, the brim, it looks like the brim will fold up. So this is meant to be very long to start off with to fold up the brim. Okay, I will be right back. I forgot to mention, I have a bunch of colors. That's why you saw me showing you the white, but working with this like gray. This is a lot of my 8/4 cotton. I don't have enough of any one color, so I brought them all out so that I can figure out what I want to do as I go, how I want to change the colors, because I'm going to have to change colors. I just don't have enough of any one color to, here we go, to make a solid go of it. Okay, so I changed hooks to the 3.5 because the 3 gave me 14.5 inches. It doesn't say that I need a specific amount of inches, but I'm looking at the picture and I know I need this to be somewhat long enough. And when I switched to the 3.5, I now have 18 inches. So that added 3.5 more inches. So that's better. So I am going to be working with a 3.5 millimeter hook and this cotton from Hobby that is 8, it's size 8/4, which is basically a size 5 or size 3, forgive me. It's basically a size 3. All right, let's see what it wants us to do next. Okay, it says here, okay, good size, very well quality. Commence with 75 chains for the length from the tassel to the bottom of the cap. First row, miss the first chain, so skip the first chain. Now bear in mind, I'm gonna leave a screenshot right here of the conversion terms. This is all written in UK, Victorian era UK terms. So when it says double crochet or single crochet, it is not equivalent to US modern terms, okay? All right, here we go. Oh, I lost my place. Skip the first chain, work 12 single crochet. Now, when they say single crochet in Victorian UK terms, this is equivalent to a modern slip stitch. So we're going to work 12 slip stitches, 12 single crochet, and then 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet alternately 25 times. I think when they mean by alternately is skip. So work a single crochet. Okay, one treble. Oh, no, I see what they're saying. We're going to do the ups and downs. Okay, so we're going to work 1 double crochet, then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, then 1 double, then 1 single, then okay? Okay, so here we go. Just work that last chain one more time. Okay, I like to work in the back bumps, unless it becomes a headache, and then I don't. So we're going to skip the first chain, and we're going to work 12 slip stitches. And I'm not going to work them tight. In case we have to work back in them, I don't want that to become a problem. So after this, it said to work X amount of single crochets. So that tells me I need to have a stitch marker ready, because sometimes the eye can play tricks on you and it's hard to tell the difference between a slip stitch and a single crochet. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be right back. That's 7. Okay, there are my 12 slip stitches. Now it says to work 12 single crochet. Yes, the book says double crochet, but it is single crochet in Victorian UK terms. It's actually single crochet in modern UK terms as well. So this is where I'm going to put my stitch marker. Right there. That way I know when I come back around the difference between my slip stitches and my single crochets. See how they can look so similar? Like, which is your last, which is your first? That is where I find the importance of a stitch marker in these situations. I will be right back. 12 single crochet done. 12 single crochet, then 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet, alternately 25 times. Okay, 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet, alternately 25 times. So here we go, 1 double, next stitch over, 1 single. Next stitch, 1 double. Next stitch, single, 25 times. So I will be right back. What about it? I'm going to mark my last single crochet as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I would have marked the wrong one. I thought this one was it. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 25 times. So I'm guessing these two make 1, these two make 2, the next 2 will be 3. That's what I think they mean by, so it's the group is 1. So I will be right back. Okay, so here is that part done, and we'll just count these up really quick together. So this was my last single crochet. So here's how it works. These two count as one group. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Okay, let's see, what do we do next? I'm going to get confused with all these other hooks lying around me. Okay, put this over here. Okay. Row 2, 2 chains, 2 chains to turn, 1 double crochet on a double crochet stitch. No, 1 double crochet on a single crochet stitch, and 1 single crochet on a double crochet stitch. Alternately 25 times, always taking up the 1 back thread of the stitches. So we're working back loop only. Taking up the back loop of the previous row, that the work may sit in the ridges. Then 12 single crochet and then 12 slip stitches. Then we're going to, I believe, just probably chain 1 and turn. Still in the back loop. So we're working back loop in every stitch, chain 1 to turn. Yes. Okay. I think that is fairly straightforward. So we're going to chain 2 for a modern US double crochet. And we're going to work a single crochet, right? Is that what it said? Oh, man. Okay, turn, and it says to work one. No, we are working a double crochet here. That's going to extend it, though. I don't know if that's what they intend to do. That's going to create like a double. What if we sprinkled in a little bit of modern, and instead of chaining 2, what if we just turned and worked a stacked single right into this single crochet here to keep the edges clean? What if we just did that? Would that be allowed, even though this is a Victorian pattern? Then the next stitch we work a single crochet. Then the next stitch we work a double crochet. Be sure that you're putting your single crochets into the tops of the doubles and the double crochets into the tops of the singles. Oh, I'm already doing it wrong. Look at me. Back loop only. Okay, so maybe we have to chain 2. Oh, well. All right, chain 2, yarn over and back loop only into our very first single crochet that the chain 2's coming out of. Now back loop only, single crochet, back loop only, double crochet into the next. Just be sure that in the tops of the doubles, you are working a back loop only single crochet, and into the tops of the singles, you're working a back loop only double. Okay, so I will be back whenever I get down here to this portion. Okay, so I ended my repeat on a single crochet. Now I'm going to work my 12 back loop only single crochets, and I'm going to put my stitch marker back. There we go. So 12 back loop only singles and then 12 back loop only slip stitches. I would imagine that what we're going to read next is chain 1, turn, and essentially repeat everything we just did. That's my guess. I haven't read on. Okay, 12 back loop only slip stitches. I'm glad I worked these loose. I'm going to continue to do so. I'll be right back. Okay, there we are. Let's see what we need to do next. Okay, row 3, chain 1 to turn, work 12 slip stitches, 12 single crochet, and then 1 double and 1 single crochet alternately 25 times, always taking up the back thread of the stitches of the last. Continue working forwards and backwards in repetition of the last 2 rows till from 56 to 60 rows are worked according to the size needed to fit nicely round the head. Sew the last row neatly to the commencing chain. Make a nice full, this is the whole thing. I thought it was going to continue up to here, but no. Oh, that's the shawl or fascinator. Okay, so it's basically essentially a 1-row repeat. So let's just continue to work this. I'm going to work in some striping. I don't know how much yarn is needed for this. So I am going to work in these gray, this like gray blue, and then this gray. And on occasion, let's see, how light is this? That's almost the same color. On occasion, I'm going to throw in 1 stripe of white as just a little like contrast. Or maybe the green. What do we think? The green or the white. I'm thinking the white. The white. Well, I also have this kind of mustardy moss color. Nope. Definitely the white. Okay. So on occasion, at random, I'm going to work out the math. 36. How much did it say? 56? 56 to 60 rows. I'll work out the math as to how often I need to pop one of these randomly in there. And when I come back, we will finish it up together and make a tassel. This is going to be a quick video, but I have a feeling this pattern is going to take me definitely more than today to finish. Okay. So I will see you in a minute, but for me, it'll be a little while longer. Okay, so as far as my color goes, the way I figured it up is every 6th row, I'm going to do the white being the slash down the middle. So every 6th row, I will do white, then I will switch. So I've got blue, gray, blue, gray, blue, gray. I'm going to end with gray, so blue and gray will be divided by this slash being representation of the white row I will make. And this came out to 60 rows. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, so I will be back whenever I am all done. Hopefully, I have enough thread in each color. I really, really hope. Okay, I'll be back. I just wanted to check in and show you my current progress. I am at row 27. And I'm also keeping track here. I went ahead and wrote down the number row where I need to work the white. Look, I know there's probably easier ways to do this. We all have our methods. This is the way my brain works. But here is this side. And then on this side, the white line is a little more muted, but yet the line up here is a little more prominent. So, and I just weave in my ends as I go. I've been trapping my ends in on this side, but manually weaving them in on this side here. And so I'm a little worried that it's actually going to be too small because I lost about 2 inches when I started working. I started off at 18. Now I'm at around 16, just under 16 inches. So I'm a little concerned that it's just not going to be long enough, you know, because the brim also has to be folded up. I may have to just not fold the brim up. I don't know. Because it just doesn't seem like it's going to be as long as they likely were intended to be back in the day. But I'm still going to work on it. Now, what does that mean? That means either the thread size was wrong, but I showed you guys a picture. Here's another picture of it right here. It really, truly does look like it is this size thread. So it's either the thread size is wrong, the hook size is wrong. I don't know. But at this point, I'm still going to make it, and it's going to be a really fun looking hat. And I'm digging these colors. I am. Oh, sorry about that. It's my microwave. I am really digging these colors. They're a bit modern, but I like them. Okay, I'm going to keep on working, and then when you see me again, we will be working on sewing it all up and working on the tassel. Okay, so I finished working all of these rows. So what I'm going to do, because if we were to seam it shut like this now, we're going to end down here. And I actually want to end up here so that I can weave my tail in and cinch the top shut. So I am going to work 1 row of very loose slip stitches all the way down, and I'm going to seam. And I'm going to seam it this way with the pinstriping more faint on this side, because I do want this more bold white to show through. Also, I thought of something really neat for this. If you don't want to use it for a sleeping cap, which, I mean, I don't know how many gentlemen actually sleep with sleeping caps now. But wouldn't this make a great kitchen towel watch? If you were to sew just this slip stitch portion together like this, and then come over here and join some yarn. You know, for me, I would probably join the light gray and just start working single crochets back and forth and make a strap. And you can sew a button on the back, and that way you can strap it over like your oven or in your bathroom, like if you've got one of those round ring towel hangers, and you can strap it around that, and it would make a great hand towel You see what I mean? And so whenever it hangs, it'll hang like that. Wouldn't that make a great hand towel? Okay, anyways, so yes, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these stitch markers here. We don't need them anymore. I worked 60 rows. And I'm just going to go ahead and work a very loose slip stitch all the way down to the bottom so I can seam my way back up to this top area here. Let me get back down here. Okay. So I'm going to chain one and turn everything. And just start working slip stitches. Now, do I want to work the slip stitches in the back loop only? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think back loop only will be fine. It's going to add a bit of a bolder seam back here though, but you know, it's the price you pay. Because I really want to end up here. So this is what I'm going to do all the way down to the bottom. So I will be right back. Okay, so I slip stitched my way down. It really didn't make it too much bolder. Okay, so I'm going to put these together with the bolder of the pinstriping on the inside because that's the part that I want to show. And I'm going to go ahead and just chain one. And I'm just going to work a simple slip stitch or a single crochet seam. So I'm going to go back into my last slip stitch and go into this first stitch right here. The benefits of working through the back bump is that when you do seam things together, it's so easy to see where you need to work. There we go. And work a single crochet. So I'm just going to match stitch for stitch. There we go. All the way to the top. There. Okay, I will be back. That was not right. Was it? No, it was not. Okay, so I will be right back. I'm going to finish working this all the way to the top, and then we're going to make a tassel and attach it. Okay, I am all seamed up to the very top. Now let's go ahead and make the tassel. It looks like a pretty lengthy tassel. I'm going to use the light gray, and I've got this little box here that measures about 5.5 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that to make my tassel with. So I'm just going to hold it and start wrapping. And I don't have a clue how many times I'm going to do this just until it is. I realize this is a drawing, but I'm going to try to copy it as best I can. So pretty thick. So I will be right back. Okay, I have no idea how many times I wrapped, but this is the thickness that I settled with. It's about like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut along the bottom here. This is going to be easier for me to do out from under the camera. I'll be right back. Okay, a little chunkster. Let me move this also. All right, that's a pretty thick tassel. Let me get some more of this here. I need to lay it like this. I cut my string way too long. There was no need for it to be this long. Okay. Yeah. And double knot that to hold it in place. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead bring this through the other side. It's not, yeah. I wish. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not the best at making tassels, guys. This is not my forte. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come down here and weave this through this solid chunk here. Oh, I just split that. I'm telling you, I'm not the best at making tassels. Okay, this looks like a wild mess, but there is a method to my madness. Just bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing completely. I don't. I'm sort of coming up with this off the top of my head. So, you know, it is what it is, right? Okay, come back this way. Now I can do this. See? I made a hideous mess out of all of this. What have I done? Lord, what have I done? Oh, what a mess. Wow. Can I bring that through? Okay, I'll just get rid of it then. Look at that, so ugly. What is that? It's gone is what it is. What a mess. I think I see what I did wrong. Oh boy. Fun times. Let's see here. Come through these two. Yay! Okay. Well, you got to go. One of these things is not like the other. Okay, now for this portion here, let me get my thinner. And I am just going to weave this as we know how to do. We've all made beanies before. We know the routine. I really like this for a cuff, by the way. Doesn't it look like a nice cuff? Okay. Just going to weave this in and out like this. All the way around, cinch it shut, and then I will turn it inside out or right side out and add my tassels. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to work this all the way around. I will be right back. Oh, right, I got everything closed up. I turned it right side out. Now I'm ready to add this tassel. Look at that. It's actually kind of cute. Okay, so I'm going to tie this in a knot up here at the top. Yeah, that will work. I don't know what I'm doing with tassels, you guys. I'm doing my best is what I'm doing. I don't think I should have done that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to figure this out as I go. There's no instructions on how to make the tassel or how to attach the tassel. It just says to make one, attach it, and you're done. So I'm going to go in on this side. Pull that in. Take this string. Go in on just a little bit a ways over. Then I'm just going to knot the crap out of them on the inside. That's the best thing I can think of. So I'm going to go in on this side here. There we go. Pull these all the way through, like that. Come back here, and I'm just going to tie these like crazy. Really give that a good tug. Just knot after knot. No one's going to feel it anyway. It's not going to touch anybody's head. Okay, and I'm going to cut the tails, but I'm going to leave a good inch worth of the tails. That way it has a little breathing room. Okay. All right, I'm going to try this on now, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, what do we think? I don't have any wigs on right now. Yeah, so you know what? I was afraid it wasn't going to be long enough. It's plenty long. So I think we did get the hook size right and the thread size right. I didn't fold it up. So just a moment, let me fold some brim up. Okay, so there it is with the brim folded up, and it still has some pretty good hang to it. What do you guys think? Did I get it? Let me get the picture. Hang on. I think I got it. You guys let me know what you think. It's a nice cotton hat, if nothing else. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Okay, here we go. I really folded the brim up, and I put the tassel toward the back. And, I mean, it's a nice cotton hat, if nothing else, really. I know it's a mess back here. There's chaos where I'm going between Halloween and Thanksgiving decorations. I've got boxes out. I've got Happy Mail boxes still all over my living room. It's a damn mess in here right now. Look at this. Got slippers on the floor, dog toys, pumpkin pillows, blankets everywhere. Yeah, how can anybody work in conditions like this? But yeah, I like it. Hang on. Okay, I folded the brim down just a little less, and there's a lot of tassel hanging down in the back now. I like it. I actually think it's cute. You know, I am going to wear it. I don't know if I'm going to wear it out in public. Not that it's embarrassing, but just, I mean, maybe I will, but I don't know. I'm definitely going to wear it around the house, you know, with my lack of hair and all. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I think this was a success. This was great. I was really afraid that I had the wrong thread and the wrong hook at first, but no, we got it. This like size 5 thread, size 5 or size 3? Size 3, I think. Size 3. This would be equivalent to size 3 thread, forgive me. And the 3.5 millimeter hook. And yeah, and it's going to fit a man easily. Look at this. Very easily, very comfortably. So, okay, guys, let me know what you think. So Justin just reminded me of something. When you see this hat, think Charles Dickens, think Ebenezer Scrooge, and to be honest with you, think the era of Jack the Ripper. Ooh, but yeah, that is the era that these hats were in, and that would make sense because that's the era of this book. So yeah, Charles Dickens, Ebenezer Scrooge, and there you go. That is Gentleman's Sleeping Cap. So now whenever you watch that movie this Christmas, you can think of the cap that we made together here. And keep your eye out for some more videos and a couple more giveaways. Everything came in the mail. Actually, everything came in the mail today. I ran down to Hobby Lobby to get something for one of our patterns, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Okay, I will see you real soon. Bye.